This is the Gospel for the 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time, according to Matthew. Jesus told his disciples this parable. A man going on a journey called in his servants and entrusted his possessions to them. The one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. Immediately, the one who received 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5. Likewise, the one who received 2 made another 2. But the man who received 1 went off and dug a hole in the ground and buried his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants came back and settled accounts with them. The one who had received 5 talents came forward, bringing the additional 5. He said, "Master, you gave me 5 talents. See, I have made 5 more." His master said to him, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come, share your master's joy." Then the one who had received 2 talents also came forward and said, "Master, you gave me 2 talents. See, I have made 2 more." His master said to him, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come, share your master's joy." Then the one who had received 1 talent came forward and said, "Master, I knew you were a demanding person, harvesting where you did not plant and gathering where you did not scatter. So out of fear I went off and buried your talent in the ground. Here it is back." His master said to him in reply, "You wicked, lazy servant. You knew that I harvest where I did not plant and gather where I did not scatter. Should you not then have put my money in the bank so that I could have got it back with interest in my return? Now then, take the talent from him and give it to the one with 10. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will grow rich. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And throw this useless servant into the darkness outside, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." This is the Gospel of the Lord. This long passage of the Gospel is very interesting. I want to underline 2 aspects. First of all, the Master gave the disciples or the servants different amount of money to build, to negotiate, to do business. It's something that we can acknowledge and see in our reality. Different persons have different talents, different possibilities to do things. And that's real life. Sometimes we think if the master would be just, he would give the same amount of money to everyone. That would be justice. But justice is not to give the same thing, is to ask a proportionate thing of everyone. The unjust thing would be that he would ask the product of 5 talents to the one who he had given 1 talent. That would be not just. But the Lord give everyone what he wants. That's okay. So we can accept and we can admire and we can see that other people is better than us in some aspects, for example, in music, in arts, in sports, or in other fields. That's okay. We don't have to be the best in everything. Maybe there are other people that have more talents. That's okay. And our Lord will ask them according to what he have given. That's okay. We can just rest in, we can just stay in peace with our own talents, first of all. And secondly, this servant who received just 1 talent is very judgmental with the Lord. The way he argues against the Lord is very impressive. He says, "You are a person who harvest where you did not plant and gather where you did not scatter. It's like, okay, you are asking of me more than I can give. It's very judgmental, and sometimes when we could adopt this attitude, and it's very dangerous, because when we start to judge the Lord, why I don't have the same amount of things that the other, or the Lord does not love me because He's asking me a lot of things. This is the way of the wicked path, the way of the devil. The devil went to Eve and said to her, you see this garden, this Eden garden, the Lord had not given you the permission to eat of all of these trees and fruits. But that was not the real commandment of the Lord. He only had given one commandment: don't eat of the tree of good and evil. That's all. But the evil one, the devil, wants us to see our reality, our environment, as something that God has given us, but not out of love, but out of fear. So let's be aware of that. First of all, we can be okay, we can be fine if we don't have the same amount of talents that the other have. We are going to be judged according to what we received, first of all. And secondly, try not to be judgmental with God, because everything He has given us is okay. So let's try to go to the end of this liturgical year. Next Sunday we are going to celebrate the last Sunday, Christ the King. So let's go along with the Lord and do His will. God bless you.